Hey everyone, if you guys want to start making money in the market consistently, you guys need to start with the right stocks. In this video, I'm going to show you guys my custom Finviz screener setting that filters the entire market down to strong, high quality stocks that are built to move and make you money. This setup is going to help you quickly find stocks that are moving fast when most traders aren't even paying attention yet. That way you guys can find what the big money is trading, wait for the consolidation, trade the breakout, and there you go. Nice, simple profit. So I've created a lot of different scanner settings over the past few years, but the one we're going to be using today is called Breakup Momentum Core. It is one of my ultimate favorites here, one of my ultimate favorites. So what we have to do first is go over to country, and I want you guys to make this United States of America. And what this basically does is allows us to focus on US stocks that have larger liquidity and they have cleaner price action, a lot less choppiness, a lot easier to see when a breakout is actually occurring. After that, for the market cap, I want you guys to go over do mid and do over 2 billion. Not mid 2 billion to 10 billion, but mid just over 2 billion. It's going to allow us to remove a lot of the small cap manipulation and keeps us in those very established companies. As far as price is concerned, I want you guys to make this over $10, over $10. It's going to stop you guys from getting anywhere near penny stocks because sometimes penny stocks do their splits. And when they do that reverse stock split, it goes from 10-cent penny stock up to maybe a $7 or $8 stock before it starts to fall down again. This just kind of protects you from any of that nonsense because there's a lot of nonsense in penny stocks, right? Okay, now when it comes to volume, average volume is going to have to be above 500,000 shares. This is just going to make things a little bit more simple. You guys have the easy liquidity, easy way to get in and out of your positions without having to worry too much about the spread, because if you have to worry about the spread, chances are Wall Street's not even getting involved, hedge funds aren't getting involved, and you're not going to be making a good amount of money while trading these particular type of stocks, right? So let's focus on what is working, what people are actually attracted to. The next two things we're going to be focused on is EPS growth this year. I want you guys to make it over 20%. We want to see earnings per share having massive growth, very good returns. You want to see money flowing into this company. So along with that, I want you guys to go to sales growth quarter over quarter, and I want you guys to have this be over 10%. You have to see massive growth, rapid growth, because as that growth is being shown in earnings reports, etc., you're going to see Wall Street start to dump money into these companies, specifically because they are lower market caps below, like, slightly above the 2 billion all the way up to infinity, but most of the big moves always happen in the smaller caps around the mid to high market caps and just not being into those mega movers like the Apples and stuff like that. All right, so following that, we're going to be looking at the moving averages here. And these are very, very simple. For the 20-day moving average, the 50-day moving average, and the 200-daily moving average, all you want to do is have the price be above that moving average. So price above SMA 20, price above SMA 50, price above SMA 200. And the last two things we're going to be changing here is the relative volume. We want it to be over 0.5. We just want to see a little bit more activity on this. And that means, oh, normally they were at this level of volume. Well, something's happened recently and all of a sudden everybody's starting to trade this sucker. So we're seeing a lot more volume, a lot more shares exchanging hands. And when you have that type of movement, you typically see a lot more volatility. And in this case, everything is set up for that volatility to be going higher. And the last setting we're going to have to use is, you see this all-time high low right here? Click on that one and scroll down until you see, where is it at? 40. There we go. Sorry, I clicked on change. We want it to be 0 to 10% below high. So it's within 10% of all-time highs. And you guys see we have 48 stocks to choose from. But if I go to charts, look at the things that we're looking at here. ADI, AEIS. These are all things that, regardless if you guys wanted to trade them, these are all strategic holds that have been making really good money, and everybody's been enjoying them. Everybody's been enjoying them. So if you can get them back when they're having a pullback, you can buy that pullback and it should keep on going higher and higher and higher. A lot of these pullbacks have been easy opportunities to get into some of these really high value stocks that most people just haven't really been talking about. And that's a shame because there's a lot of different things making money. And you can see back last September, this thing was around 80, 90 bucks, and now it's at 250, right? It's imperative that you guys have these skills to figure out what exactly is moving and not just following what everybody's saying online, because typically they're going to talk about Apple, Nvidia, AI, and there's so much more stuff out there, okay? So how exactly do you use this to make money? It's a very easy thing, so let me show you how. Now, what I've decided to do is just take the top 6 charts that we have, and these are just in alphabetical order. There's no other order besides that on here. So I just took the top 6, whatever they are, and I put them onto a trading view chart. So I have all 6 of them right here, and I just want to show you guys what exactly is happening. Because when you see these types of charts pop up, your goal is to just trade the breakouts. Now, there's always a lot of different opportunities to do this because you have really 2 options. The easy path is to trade the breakouts because you want to buy low, sell high. Or you guys can always trade the pullbacks of these larger moves and then sell higher a little bit later on. So there's 2 ways to do that. An easy one is to see a pattern like this for ADI right here. Well, I can see, if I can get rid of this little extra stuff right there, I can see there was a little flag right here where there was a breakout. I can buy that breakout and sell up here, or I can sell up here, or as how high I want to go. But remember, this is all-time highs. It's really sky is the limit. Usually in these circumstances, the only thing stopping you is Fibonacci levels. So you might see a Fibonacci level, you might see resistance, you might see a little bit of resistance up there and some right over there. But you have the ability to figure out a good idea of where you guys should sell. On the other hand here, there are tons of different patterns here. If I were to add on the all charts pattern indicator, you're going to see there's some opportunities for pullbacks. So you had a double top play here, top within a larger rectangle, where you could have bought the rectangle breakout right here, and of course it went down for a while, but the breakout still happened. Or you guys could have played the pullback on the double top here that actually led you to a nice reversal and continued to go higher. You don't have to worry about exactly where to go down because of course there's always order blocks and other stuff you could be looking at. Tons of indicators can add on to your experience of when exactly you guys should be buying. But when you see these pullbacks that are happening, or you can see this rising wedge that's a reversal pattern that falls back down and it comes back down towards support, you can buy that support or wait for that following breakout to happen. You have a lot of options. Following that, AEIS, you can see there was a larger triangle right here, really a shoddy triangle at best. I won't say this is actually something most of you guys are going to trade here, but most of you guys, when doing eyeballs, you guys can see, okay, there was a clear level of resistance right here. Hey, guess what? There was a breakout. We probably had some bullish momentum around that time. Yep, there it is. So I can buy there, and then if I want to figure out where to sell because we're close to all-time highs, why don't I just actually go over in here to some add Fibonacci levels here, and then you can see there's going to be some resistance, a little bit of resistance, and you can see it's actually been going so great. It's been breaking out, and then of course it hits the master resistance way up here, and you're seeing a little bit of a slug. But again, there's a breakout right there. There's a breakout right here out of this little consolidation period. Same one right there, and it's not always about looking at the weekly charts. Daily charts are going to have their own moves as well. And while it's important to understand how these overall trends work, if you guys are able to understand saying, hey, we had a breakout, but momentum was kind of choppy. Let me make sure the breakout happens with bullish momentum on the weekly chart. Then you guys can see that momentum is strong. If this will let me show you that momentum is strong. There we go. See, momentum is strong on the weekly charts and not choppy and below like it was back over here. See, the RSI really hadn't caught up yet. If you watch that bullish momentum, that's a beautiful breakout. But because the momentum was already so strong in the first place, even if you were to buy this and you want to hold for a long period of time, that shouldn't scare you because you know the overall move is still going higher. A lot of this is just put there to kind of scare off new traders. That's what it's for. It's supposed to liquidate you, get you out of your position so everybody else can start making their money, and boom, everybody wants some easy shares before the roller coaster continues. Go to ATR for Astronautics. You can see a nice little clean breakout right there that popped off. We're in a consolidation right now. This is on my watch list. So if we break out here again, I'm looking for some good moves. My thing is I'm waiting for momentum to shift. The daily's kind of choppy. The weekly's kind of bearish. And the monthly right now is golden. But I'm still giving it a little bit of time and I'm waiting for those little moves because we've had so many good consolidations that led to breakouts. These things have been absolutely perfect. You can see that resistance over here, that breakout that happened, and then boom, you're off to the races. I prefer breakouts over buying at support because sometimes during earnings and things like that, when it comes to stocks, it can be much more volatile than I'm willing to admit that I feel comfortable with. And that's because I trade options. So my option can go down 80%. Then I have to double down. And of course I make my money back, but who wants their option to be down 80%? It's not a fun thing. Now, Aero Electrics, a little bit of a different vibe, but you can still see that general same trend downwards, a clean breakout right there with momentum going higher. And then boom, Of course, if you're looking for Fibonacci levels, you can just place that there, and you can see different levels of resistance as it went there, a little bit there, a little bit there. And because it's moving so fast because of earnings, it may actually even skip some of those levels. But you have those levels as targets for where you guys should be thinking about selling. The way you guys should be thinking about selling. AVT, longer breakout right there that led to a nice little move. But within this move, of course, you can see smaller consolidations here that made you guys some money. I would say this one is probably like the least favorite of all the ones we've looked at so far, just because of the consolidation and how it hasn't had as much of a nice run up, but it's still been moving quite nicely. And if it continues to consolidate, I'll buy the next breakout. And of course, Bloom Energy, this is something that's been very popular with the AI move because they're producing a lot of energy for AI companies, you could say. Clean breakout. Momentum is on your side. If I can click on it, momentum is on your side. And of course, you could sell that next level of resistance over here, or you could expect something better if you're looking for all-time highs and beyond. But my point being, this is a great opportunity for you guys to find those stocks that nobody's really talking about, hold them for long periods of time because of course they might have smaller market caps, which means they can grow farther and farther and farther, or you guys can simply trade them to make your consistent gains and kind of grow your overall portfolio. Hey everyone, today's sponsor is Weeks, a global crypto trading exchange where you can trade hundreds of cryptocurrencies, use futures and spot markets, and even copy expert traders, all from one secure platform. If you want to check it out, the link is in the description below. Thanks.